Hey folks, how we doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave Wildheart and welcome to the place where we check out live musical performances. And this week we are looking at Gurf, Morlix and a song called One More Second. Now, this was a recommendation from one of my patrons, the one and only Texas Bluesman. And he says to me, got a recommendation for you, D-Dub. That's right. They call me D-Dub. That's right up your alley from Gurf Morlix. High on my list of writers and singers, and right at the top of my preferred producers list alongside T-Bone Burnett. Now, I will admit I have never heard these two words before, Gurf nor Morlix, and together they mean nothing to me. He was from New York, and he moved to Texas in 1975, where he met the young Lucinda Williams. So we did watch we watched Car Wheels on a Gravel Road. So he worked with her. I think he was involved in the production. And he's also been involved with Ray Wiley Hubbard, Slade Cleaves, Robert Earl Keen. These are all names that have popped up on this channel a few times. But yeah, I've never heard the guy at all. Multi-instrumentalist singer, songwriter, producer. Gurf. Morlix was acknowledged by the Americana Music Association as Instrumentalist of the Year in 2009. What does he play? I assume just guitar, but maybe I'm wrong. During the American Honors and Awards ceremony, blah, blah, blah. In pure Gurf style, he was not in attendance. Okay, so he's a bit of a cowboy. I texted him only to find out it was to a landline. He is old school, so much so that I hear the echoes in his lyrics of all those great brooding noir detective novels. Okay, well, I'm very excited to hear this one. One More Second. I do have the lyrics here, but I haven't really looked at them. So we'll kind of go through them together a little bit. Anyway, let's enjoy this. Gurf. Nice sounding guitar.
It was all too perfect, like it was meant to be. The cosmic joke wasn't lost on me.
I love that percussion.
My mind was carrying a heavy load.
Is he doing the percussion as well? I only say that because he's a multi-instrumentalist, and it seemed to come in exactly at the right time.
Heavy load. I bought the gun.
If only I would just wait a little bit, right? You'd see that, yes, he is doing it. Or is he? Maybe it's someone else's feet. Man. For those who don't like me pausing the video, this is going to be quite annoying.
A heavy load. I bought the gun out on Nolensville Road. Courage was building as the drinks were poured. A chance like this couldn't be ignored. Didn't take no thinking, I just knew I was gonna do what I had to do. One more second is all it would have took.
I like that.
Another thought, a closer look. Thunder cracked and blood ran cold. One more second might have saved my soul.
TB, Texas Bluesman. Yeah, I see why this is up your alley. It's got this really bluesy kind of doom, 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 doom. Like, I don't know how you would describe that or what it is, but it's, I don't know, just a real nice kind of riff on the guitar. And the fact that he's doing that percussion himself as well, super cool. As someone who uses one stomp pedal, having the idea of having two things going on fills me with like true anxiety. But he seems to be very at home doing this, and it sounds great. And I think there's something about doing your own percussion rather than having a percussionist next to you means you really like can go at whatever tempo you are feeling, whether you're feeling tired that night or great or whatever. It all, you match your own tempo, and well, sometimes you don't, and then then you got when your foot's doing one thing and you get hands doing another. But normally it comes together at the perfect kind of tempo, perfect speed. And these lyrics, I can see why whoever I was reading then, it was just it was Music Fog. It was actually, this is Music Fog. Oh, that's cool. So I'm reading the website of the YouTube channel. Not intentional, guys. I mean, of course it's intentional. Everything's intentional. I can see why they were saying it's kind of like these brooding noir detective novels, because it does feel like that. This kind of building up to something happening. This guy's got a gun out on Knowlesville Road. Where's that? They're drinking, and then what's going on? What is happening? And then we have this chorus. This one more second is all it took. Another thought, a closer look. I finally cracked. My blood ran cold. One more second might have saved my soul. And this idea of what happened in that one more second? I don't know. Will we find out? Will we not?
In my pocket weighed 1,000 pounds. Yeah, I could hardly move. It was dragging me down when I finally saw you sitting across the hall in less than a heartbeat and weighed nothing at all.
Mysterious, huh? What's he talking about?
Holding cold steel. I measured my pain. My mind was spinning like a hurricane. Was I losing my nerve? Was I starting to freeze? Somehow I found the trigger and I gave it a squeeze. One more second is all it would have took. Another thought, a closer look. But thunder cracked and blood ran cold. One more second might have saved my soul.
So we are talking there, obviously, about a gun in his pocket, and I don't know if it's always the same narrator. I guess it is. It's kind of, it's a little bit abstract, isn't it? But obviously something's happened now about this gun in his pocket and something he's done. Presumably not completely autobiographical in every sense of the word, but something about this song that I really do like. It's quite a simple setup, right? We got this doom 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 doom, this kind of constant riff or chord sequence going through, and the same melody going through for the verses, and then it doesn't change too much for the chorus. I think it does change one of the chords, right? Am I right? But he comes into this kind of higher register, which just, I don't know, for me, and I'm guessing for you guys, really that kicks in, and I love it. I love when he goes to that higher bit, and it just separates, from the verse and the chorus. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but that to me sounds freaking excellent. Let's keep cracking on, because I'm intrigued where this story goes. Hello. Okay, all right. I love that. Keeping that rhythm going as well. That's why. Something about his ability to keep that steady rhythm, but also to kind of play slightly off the rhythm with his hands, that bluesy style with the fingers, but making sure that the rhythm keeps going with the feet. That's like, I guess that's why he won multi-instrumentalist of the year, because that's a separation between, that's when you want things to be working differently and separately, which is, I don't know, something I struggle with sometimes when I'm doing one thing with the guitar. Even to sing in a slightly different way doesn't work. It makes the hands spaz out or something else. But yeah, obviously Gurf is the guy to do it.
watch the bullet
All right.
leave the gun, carve its trail. What have I done? I saw it spinning, winding its way. Saw myself headed towards reckoning day. I fell to my knees, I screamed your name. I begged forgiveness, but I begged in vain. In half a moment, everything had gone black. The edge of that instant, I want it back. One more second,
That sounds so good.
is all it would have took. Another thought,
Yeah.
closer
that F,
look. The thunder cracked,
that F changes everything, huh?
the blood ran cold.
It's been,
One more second
oh, it's not F this time.
might have saved my soul. One more second might have saved my soul.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, man, this is the kind of place that I want to go play music in. Threadgills, no? Is this... That's at Threadgills, Austin, Texas. You know, this little kind of... What is it? A bar, club? I don't know. It's like a little bar room or something. Texas Bluesman. You've probably been there, right? What a cool story. I mean... Maybe he is well known over in the States, but, you know, I've never heard of him. And... Never, ever even heard these words. Gurf Morlix. Sounds like a, I don't know, like a magician. A cool story. This kind of first verse, we didn't really know. Okay, we do know. A man was carrying a heavy load. I bought the gun. It's just building up, and then we get this kind of second verse where he's got his finger on the trigger, and then he shoots it, and then he wishes he hadn't done it because, well, you know, one more second, or whatever would have changed in the second, he wouldn't have shot the gun. He wouldn't have presumably ended this person's life and had to deal with all the consequences of that. But such a cool song, simple kind of rhythm, but Gurf's doing everything himself. Man, really cool. Really cool. Gurf. Am I saying that right? I keep thinking of Gurf, which is maybe not the right word. Gurf Morlix. Anywhere else we need to go? Presumably he's got a whole back catalogue of absolutely fantastic stuff. Really cool. Texas Bluesman, thank you so much. I will see you in the next video.